just want to apologise to people that know me, other bikers. Just want to say I'm sorry, like, yes, I want to go out on little rides too. But like, to put it into context, my wife and daughter were out all day yesterday at dance. They were off today. My missus works long hours, I work long hours in my day job, and then obviously there's a lot of editing. Anyone who does their own edits, their own videos and stuff like that, it's a very long-winded, frustrating process. That's without trying to come up with the inspiration of different things all the time. But yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know, people try and organise, oh, let's go out for a ride this week. And I can never sort of say, yeah, at this time I will be free, because it just doesn't happen. And if, things like days like today where it's like, okay, nothing's going on, right, I'm gonna run. So I can't really organise much. I've been trying to get up to Hailing Bike Night for the last 2 weeks now. Glad I didn't go the first week because it was rained off and I think there was only about 100 bikes that turned up. But I start work at 5 in the morning, so I'm up at 4:30. So by the time I come home, you know, Hailing's about an hour and a half from me, so it's going to take a lot of motivation for me to get up there one day, but I will do it, I know, I promise I will. And I promise I'm trying to do my best to organise to ride, to meet people. Someone wanted to meet me today, asking me yesterday, you know, and I was just, I couldn't put a time on it. And you know, Sundays really is mine and my wife's only day off. Even on Sundays, quite a lot of the time my missus is in London taking my daughter to dance here and everywhere. If you haven't seen my daughter yet, I know she's my daughter, and I'm biased, but she's an amazing little dancer, really moving up in the world now. She's leaving the dance troupe she's been with for the past 9 years. She started there when she was 4. She's leaving this week, it's the last week, and they've really been a massive part of her sort of dance journey. First joining up into like their junior sections at the age of 4, and then they put together a troupe of like, I don't want to say the best dancers, but put together a troupe that we're going to then do all their competitions and sort of their main shows and be like their sort of headline act, if you like. She went into that, oh, I'm not sure, maybe about, she must have been 8 or 9, I think. She was very little. Sean and Joe have been instrumental in Emily's sort of passion for dance. They recommended another dance teacher that she's gone to, and Chantel has been absolutely amazing in bringing Emily on, and she's a lovely lady, loves her girls, loves her ladies. You know, she's a very loving person towards her students. Yeah, so, and she's now, because she's leaving one, she's leaving one because it's all getting too much, so she's joined it, a troupe, a guy called Joshua Pillmore, who is very, very big in the industry, up the top there, seen as one of the best in the industry, and people thrive to be, you know, sort of part of anything he does. And she is on the journey of becoming a part, or hoping to become a part of, his little troupe. And the idea, hopefully one day she will go to Brit School, is what she wants, and it is her dream to perform and maybe be in musicals or do some choreography for people, but eventually own her own dance studio, inspired by people like Sean and Shan, inspired like by Danielle Barton, who's also an amazing dancer that's taken Emily under her wing. It's a bit unfortunate. I've got, you know, my social media is growing, and I'm quite impressed with it. I'm quite proud of 2 years of hard graft, day in, day out. That's got me quite, not a massive following, but a respectable following, I think. But I can't really use that to help Emily, because, you know, it's just grown, smelly, hairy bikers I'm gonna really, well, I would hope wouldn't follow a 13-year-old dancing young lady. But if your wives, your daughters, if they are into that sort of thing, please follow her on Instagrams. Emily_B_elite or Emily_B elite. I can't remember which one it is. She's had so many Instagrams now. But it's all about the gram for the kids now. That's what's important, and I can see why. I can see why. I know it's almost spreading a false narrative of who you are or everything like that, but me personally, I've for quite a few years now employed people in various different roles that I've been in, and I will always use social media to just have a quick look at someone before I go and interview them, just to gauge a little bit of who they are, what what they're like. I know you shouldn't. It's probably against some human rights law or something, but what isn't against a human rights law at the moment? Just about everything, isn't it? Cyclists really are the worst type of people, aren't they? You can tell cyclists out off their bikes and at work or around people are just the most annoying, obnoxious arseholes, aren't they, really? Oh, look at that, he's just come around a blind corner without looking. Alright, a bike's thin. There could have been a car there, there could have been a truck there, and what would have happened then? That's their whole ethos, isn't it? I will do what I want, everyone else will move out of my way. On a fucking bike, mate. Blade's got its MOT tomorrow. Cross fingers, it should all be good. Putting some miles on this thing now. Over 31,000. And it is now my workhorse. I've had it 4 years. Bought it just on the cusp of COVID. And it never fails. When I get home, I've always got a smile on my face, and I think that's a hard thing to find, isn't it? Touch wood. No major issues with it. I call